The wormhole wasn't just a nightclub, it was a chaotic, intergalactic black hole of bad decisions. Todd had made plenty. He was a walking, talking, half-drunk disaster wrapped in a leather jacket. A reputation he wore proudly. The music throbbed, a mix of alien bass lines and a deep, rhythmic hum that literally vibrated in his bones. His glass was half empty, his wallet was half stolen, and his common sense? Nowhere to be found. That's when he saw her. Golden scales shimmered under neon lights, curves wrapped in something that looked strategically revealing but wildly impractical for cold-blooded life forms. Eyes slitted, glowing faintly, lips a little too sharp. But the shiver that ran through her body was unmistakable. Todd, slightly more intoxicated than he realized, made the mistake of being a gentleman. "You look cold, babe," he slurred, sliding his jacket off. "Hey, take it." She gasped, audibly, loudly, dramatically. All around, conversation screeched to a halt. A three-headed bartender dropped an entire tray. Somewhere in the back, a winged alien passed out in shock. Todd blinked. Okay, not the reaction I was expecting. The alien woman, Vestrana, though he didn't know that yet, stared at the offered jacket like he'd just whipped out a diamond ring and a fertility contract. "You," her voice wavered, deep, throaty, and absolutely dangerous. "You would give me this." Todd rubbed his temples. "Look, it's just a jacket." "Just a jacket." Her tail coiled, golden eyes blazing. "You would claim me so openly." The entire club erupted into deafening cheers. Todd flinched. "Wait, what?" A massive, fur-covered alien slammed a fist against the bar. "The human claims the princess. A great union has been formed." Someone fired an energy blaster into the air. A choir of slug-like creatures started humming something that sounded suspiciously like a wedding march. Todd, now alarmingly sober, turned to the nearest patron. "I don't want to alarm you, buddy, but I think I just got engaged." "Ha!" The slugman wiped an eye stalk. "Oh, you poor bastard." Before Todd could react, Vez lunged forward, lips crashing into his, a forked tongue slipping past his teeth. His brain short-circuited. There was definitely alcohol in that kiss. Maybe venom. Possibly both. Todd pulled back, gasping. "Whoa. Okay. Look, not that I'm against spontaneous makeouts with hot alien babes, but maybe we slow down a second." Vestrana purred, tail sliding up his leg. "Do you not wish for a mate, Todd of Earth?" "I mean, in theory." Her tail tightened. "Then why did you give me your jacket?" "It's a nice thing humans do. It's not a proposal. Todd stopped, sensing something large and dangerous approaching. And then the royal guards arrived. Towering, armored, and looking way too happy for people about to arrest a guy, they seized Todd by the arms. "By the law of ZYN Thara, the human groom shall be escorted to the royal palace for preparations," one boomed. "Wait, what? What preparations?" "The consummation, of course." Todd's soul left his body. "Oh, hell no." The guards lifted him effortlessly. "Babe, listen," Todd called out as he was carried away. "This is moving way too fast. I didn't even buy you dinner yet." Vez smirked. "Our wedding feast awaits." Todd groaned. "That's not what I meant." The last thing he saw before being dragged into a hovercraft of doom was the nightclub exploding into cheers, a galactic news drone zooming in to capture his accidental engagement in real time. And somewhere in the chaos, Todd swore he heard someone placing bets on whether he'd survive the honeymoon. To be continued. Todd's head throbbed like he tried to outdrink a black hole and lost. The softest, most luxurious surface cradled his body. But the moment he moved, golden silk restraints tightened around his wrists. His eyes snapped open. Not his bed. Not his ship. Definitely not safe. Towering, curved ceilings gleamed with an unnatural glow. Pillars of obsidian and throbbing bioluminescent veins pulsed along the walls. The air smelled like burning spice and something dangerously arousing. He was in a palace. Correction, her palace. A soft purr vibrated against his ear. "You are finally awake, my mate." Todd tensed. "Shit." Vestrana reclined beside him, draped in sheer silks that should not be legal in any quadrant. Gold cuffs wrapped her wrists, a delicate chain running down her stomach, and that damn tail slowly traced over his bare chest. "Bare chest." Todd's eyes shot downward. His jacket was gone. His shirt was gone. His dignity? Probably gone, too. Listen, babe. I think there's been a slight misunderstanding about what went down at the club. She tilted her head, mock innocence glowing in her gaze. Oh, did you not freely offer your jacket? Yeah, but... And was it not an oath custom to provide protection and warmth to a chosen mate? It's a courtesy, not a marriage proposal. The doors slammed open before he could argue further. A mountain of a man, 4 arms thick with royal insignia tattoos, horns curved like a goddamn war deity, and wearing nothing but a battle cloak and a golden loincloth, strode in. Todd's survival instinct screamed, "Ah, you are awake, human." The massive beast of a king clapped all 4 hands together, shaking the room. "I am Zorzok, warlord king of Zyn Thara, father of Vestrana, and your soon-to-be father-in-law." Todd's soul left his body. "Whoa, big guy, let's pump the brakes. I think I got dragged into something way above my pay grade." Zorzok barked a laugh. Classic human modesty. "Fear not, my daughter has chosen wisely." Todd felt a faint tickle of pride, but quickly shoved it down. "Focus, idiot. I didn't choose anything. I gave her a jacket." A royal advisor stepped forward, and what a bold, erotic gesture it was. Todd choked. "Excuse me." The advisor nodded solemnly. To shed one's protective second skin and offer it to another is the most intimate, sacred act of commitment. Todd stared. Zorzok beamed. And in front of so many witnesses, a truly dominant display of human courtship. Dominant. Vez traced a sharp claw over his chest. So possessive. I admit, I shivered for reasons beyond temperature. Todd of Earth. Todd's brain was breaking. Look, on my planet, people share clothes. It doesn't mean we're mated for life. Silence. Then the room exploded into scandalized gasps. "Filthy hedonists," one noble whispered. "They are more advanced than we ever feared," another muttered. Zorzok narrowed his eyes. "You dare suggest that humans engage in casual jacket-giving?" Todd threw up his hands. "Yes, exactly. This was all just a misunderstanding. So if you could just untie me and—" The advisor cleared his throat. "Even if it were a misunderstanding, the ceremony is set. The galaxy watches. You cannot break the sacred bond." Todd's stomach dropped. "Ceremony." Zorzok grinned, all 4 arms flexing. "The trials of worthiness. The ultimate test to prove your strength, endurance, and mating capabilities." Todd blinked. "Mating what now?" Zorzok slammed his fists together. "If you are truly the dominant Earth warrior who stole my daughter's heart, then you shall survive. If not, well, the suitors you displaced will feast upon your remains." Todd went pale. Vez sighed dreamily, tracing his jaw. "I do hope you survive, my love. I have such plans for us." Todd's panic hit full speed. This was a nightmare. A cosmic jackpot of terrible where he was about to get his ass handed to him over a damn jacket. And judging by the gleeful way Vez licked her lips, surviving the trials might be the easy part. To be continued. Todd stood in the center of an arena that could only be described as a gladiator's worst nightmare. Towering alien spectators roared from the stands, some placing bets, others sharpening their teeth. A massive holographic display showed his face with the title, "The Human Mate, Trials of Worthiness Commence." Todd groaned. "You have got to be kidding me." Vestrana, perched elegantly on a throne of golden obsidian, winked at him. "Survive, and I shall reward you, my love." He swallowed. What kind of reward are we talking about? She licked her lips, the kind that made his survival instincts both panic and get unreasonably excited. A deep horn blared. A massive, multi-limbed warrior stepped into the arena, dripping in ceremonial armor, carrying an axe the size of Todd's apartment. The announcer's voice boomed. "Trial 1, the challenge of dominance." Todd blinked. What the hell does that mean? Zorzok stood from his throne, eyes glinting. "To prove yourself, you must defeat the suitors you have displaced. Fight, human, or be devoured." The suitor warrior charged, bellowing in rage. Todd did the only thing that made sense. He ran. The alien swung the axe, carving a crater in the ground where Todd had been standing. Dust exploded into the air. Todd skidded, eyes darting around for a weapon, an exit, a loophole, anything. The warrior roared again, lunging. Todd grabbed the nearest loose object, a discarded liquor bottle, and hurled it. It smacked the warrior straight between the eyes. The beast stumbled, tripped over its own ridiculous feet, and went down like a collapsing skyscraper. The arena fell silent. Todd stared. Did I just win by accident? The crowd erupted into deafening cheers. Zorzuk stroked his beard. Unorthodox, but undeniably effective. The announcer roared. Victory! The human warrior claims his dominance. Todd exhaled. One down. Then a trapdoor opened beneath him, and he plummeted into darkness. The moment he hit the next arena, a thick, humid heat surrounded him. Vestrana's voice purred from above. Now, my love, for the next test. A golden fruit was placed before him, pulsing with an unnatural glow. Trial 2, the Endurance Challenge. Todd rubbed his temples. Can we define endurance? Because I feel like there's some. Zorzuk grinned. You must consume the Mokthal fruit, the most potent stimulant in the galaxy. Only the strong can endure its effects. Todd hesitated. Effects? Vez smirked. You shall see. Todd sighed, grabbed the fruit, and bit in. The second it hit his tongue, reality shifted. A firestorm of hallucinations exploded behind his eyes. The ground melted, the sky turned pink, and he was pretty sure he could hear colors. Todd stumbled, sweating. His entire body tingled. Ah, this is some potent shit. The crowd watched in anticipation, waiting for him to collapse, convulse, or explode. Todd wobbled, but then realized something. This wasn't any different from a 3-day bender on Earth. He had survived worse hangovers, so instead of fighting it, he leaned into it, swaying with a cocky grin. The announcer waited. The audience waited. Todd didn't pass out. Hey! Zorzuk nodded in approval. Incredible. The human's resilience is unmatched. Vez sighed dreamily. I knew he was strong. Todd muttered, I'm not strong, I'm just alarmingly used to bad decisions. The horn blared again. Final trial. The great proving. Todd braced himself. Great. What fresh hell is this? Vestrana stood, her gaze smoldering. To finalize our bond, you must perform the legendary mating ritual before my people. Todd's entire body locked up. Oh, hell no. Zorzuk beamed. Yes, show us the famed human display of courtship. Todd's brain flatlined. You want me to what now? Vez purred. A performance of passion, skill, and precision. Prove your worth. Todd stared. Then realization hit him like a comet. This was a dance battle. Slowly, a grin crept across his face. All right, babe, you want a show. The arena lights dimmed. The music dropped. And then Todd danced. And not just any dance. He broke out a full, earth-shattering, club-style routine. Hip thrusts, shoulder rolls, perfectly executed footwork. The aliens watched in stunned awe. Zorzuk whispered, such fluidity, such dominance. Vestrana bit her lip. He is magnificent. Todd finished with a spin, landing in a smug crouch. Silence. Then the arena detonated in deafening cheers. The announcer screamed, the human warrior has completed the final trial. Vez rushed forward, tackled Todd to the ground, and purred against his ear. You are mine now, mate. Todd, still panting, stared at the sky. He had no idea how he was still alive. And worse, he kinda liked it. To be continued. Todd barely had time to catch his breath before the final horn blared. Zorzuk stepped forward, arms spread wide. The trials are complete. The human has proven himself worthy. The crowd erupted. Todd, still dazed from his impromptu dance battle, blinked up at the giant warlord. So, does this mean I get my jacket back and walk out of here? Vestrana laughed softly, her tail coiling possessively around his arm. Oh, my love, you truly are amusing. That was not the answer he wanted. Zorzuk grinned, far too pleased. Now, we celebrate the union. Todd groaned. I don't like where this is going. A massive holographic banner flickered to life above the arena, galactic text flashing across it. Honeymoon ceremony commencing. Todd paled. Hold up. Honeymoon. Already? Shouldn't we? I don't know. Date first. Vez purred. I have waited long enough. Todd barely had time to panic before a trapdoor beneath him swung open. Gravity betrayed him once again. He crashed into something soft, warm, and disturbingly inviting. He wasn't alone. Vestrana landed beside him, stretching like a satisfied predator. Ah, the sacred honeymoon chamber. Todd sat up, rubbing his face. The room was massive, bathed in deep red and gold lighting, plush silks draped everywhere. The scent of heady spices filled the air. There was one exit. It was locked. This feels like a trap. Vez smiled, fangs glinting. A test, my love. Todd stiffened. What kind of test? A deep rumble shook the chamber. The walls peeled back, revealing a jungle-covered arena outside the palace, and things were moving in the trees. Vez stretched luxuriously. Our people do not simply mate, Todd of Earth. They earn it. Todd went cold. What the hell do you mean, earn it? A hunting horn blared. Vez grinned. Survive the night hunt, and you shall have me. Todd's brain short-circuited. Are you kidding me? Vez leaped forward, pressing a heated kiss to his lips before vanishing into the trees. Todd was left alone, in an alien jungle. On his honeymoon, he groaned, running a hand down his face. I just wanted my jacket back. A beast roared in the distance. Todd sighed. I swear to God, the sex better be worth this. And then he ran. The end.